Warning. This video contains honest opinions, controversial history, high school students, witches, and is intended for adults and mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
So what are we going to do if the rebranding is still going on?
We should find something better. What kind of idea did you have in your mind?
I have an idea. How about we are visiting the Academy of Witches?
What the heck are you talking about?
So maybe we should make a skit based on the scenes from the Hollywood movies.
So you're just going to call the witches and that was your idea?
Well, duh. What did you expect?
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to imagine a scenario for a minute. Imagine you're having a great day, the weather is nice, and you're hanging out with witches and high school students. Hanging out with them is like playing with dolls in the different doll franchises made by MGA. You find out that the brands were silently discontinued and you're freaking out in a bad way. But you don't have to give up too easily. You're still supporting the group of friends and enjoy their theme songs after the cancellation. But then, all of us, suddenly out of nowhere, the false advertisement was shown, and you felt like you were robbed by the current company. Doesn't this tragic story make you want to jump on with a knife and explain why this is happening? We asked the CEO of MGA, who decided to focus more on the Bratz brand because Bratz has been MGA's top doll brand since 2001, and they made their comeback in 2024 to compete with Barbara Millicent Roberts, aka Barbie. Thank you.
Are you expecting to be interested in this when I see that there's a jury duty right here in the Academy? I know there were some legal battles between Mattel and MGA, but I am not impressed with the way history repeats itself.
Don't be such a bad girl, Heather. We might find out the answers to why the company is doing it all the time.
Quiet on the jury, please. This is not the time for anger issues. Now the defense attorney will present her opening statement. We called Miss Broomsticks to the stand.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that the CEO has a private, but it's a multi-billion toy company which has great toys. It is true that the company faced a lot of competition and they tried their best to be successful. One company is publicly owned, which is Mattel, and the second is privately owned, which is MGA. History repeats itself because MGA is trying its best because they knew if they were going to rebrand the Rainbow High doll brand for the younger demographic, the company could have more money. But Mattel's doll brand Monster High, on the other hand, kept coming up with high-quality dolls and comics so the fans will get a chance to find out more about the characters. I believe that fans paying more attention to Monster High is because Monster High is the doll line that is actually superior, unlike the other doll brands made by other toy companies. It's unclear as to why we're surviving the days that MGA never learned their lessons because of the spoilers and leaks before the actual finale of the kid TV shows will actually end. We ask the jury to reconsider the facts of this case, and the CEO of MGA can learn from this experience and not let his life be ruined by unworthy employees who work on the doll brands. Thank you.
Now we will find out what is actually going on in the privately owned multi-billion toy company.
Objection, Your Honor. We know the reason why this is happening. The reason why Bratz is making a comeback is that Bratz has been, and it will always be MGA's main doll brand because they are the only girls who dominated toy store shelves in 2001. The company sure knows how to be strategic when it comes to focusing on the actual brands. The reason why the other doll brands failed is that they wanted to reinvent the Bratz brand so they could have more money. Or, for long story short, the Bratz girls took our spotlight.
We don't mean any harm, Headmistress Meygana, but we think that's what it's basically all about. This year we are surviving the days when all the company cares about is none other than the Bratz brand. We don't work for the current company, but we know what's happening right now. Because this is the company that literally no one talks about. I also want to mention that being in the spotlight is the actor's job. If the other characters of the cartoons wouldn't be scared and spoke out, maybe they could have some character development in our show, including yours. But to be fair, this jury duty with the Law and Order reference is completely pointless. If you have any questions to ask, please let us know.
And for any of you who are here today, what's the point of jury duty in the Academy when the crisis is happening in reality? It won't help you get the right answers, and you're just arguing with yourselves about the company. We have to say this once, Headmistress Meygana. If you even have to ask yourself that question, ask yourself why you're doing jury duty in the first place.
Looks like they know what is actually going on.
This is not how the industry really works. Maybe we should just ignore them.
I think this could have gone better in my opinion. I understand that we are all so mad after everything the company did, but was it really important for all of us to go to the jury duty?
If the fans want to do something right for MGA to speak up, we should just tell stories and explain why this is so important. But complaining isn't always helping.
I'm just saying. It seems a bit dramatic for the community of witches and high school students.
But at least we had our cameos, so it's better than nothing, I guess.
Meygana, I'm going to be 100% completely honest with you. We're too young to get into violation. All the information about the company is nothing but a parody of the Legally Blonde movie scene when Elle is interrogating Chutney. I don't mean any harm or anything, but this cultural reference that the content creator made speaks for itself in a good way.
Are you afraid to talk it out or something?
I'm not afraid to speak up. I just feel like the witches don't belong in content creators' YouTube channel anymore.
Why are we calling someone who making videos the content creator? That's basically a code name.
Everyone has its own code name. Sometimes people are making a code names because they want to step into action like in the movies about agents who working on the secret organization. Did you remember the Spies in Disguise movie?
Don't remind me to watch spy movies again, Yasmina. I'm tired of talking about complete nonsense.
There's no time for arguing, girls. Let's just forget any of this even happened.
I guess you're right. But the fans are going to be jealous if our screen time will be shown on TV.
Why would you ever think that?
Can you girls take this somewhere else, please? Talk about viral.